We legitimately need to talk about the epidemic of boyfriends that'll like antagonize you until you cry.
Someone commented, also dads that do this to their kids. And it just reminded me of this conversation I had with our 5-year-old daughter. My husband would never, ever do that. In fact, he actually told a relative to stop tickling our daughter when she says stop, which I was like, peak marriage, man. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I had this conversation with her like a few days ago because our 3-year-old son is a boundary pusher. And I'm constantly telling him, if someone says stop doing something to their body, you stop. That is their body. And if someone's doing something to your body, you tell them stop. And if they don't stop, you feel free to do whatever the fuck you need to do to get them to stop. I'm not raising kids who are gonna just have a fawn response like I do. So I basically said that to our daughter. I was like, if anyone is trying to hug you and you don't want to, if they're trying to tickle you, attacking you, touching any part of your body after you told them stop, you fucking hit them, kick them, do whatever you need to do to get them to stop. That is not okay. You get away from them and come and tell me. I was like, it does not matter who it is. I don't care if it's Gima, my mom. She would never, but I was like, I don't care if it's Gima or anybody. You come and tell me, and I will fight them. It also reminded me of this guy who used to come to our church who said that his brother, it was like a weird family situation, but their niece like lived with them for a while, and he said that I always stop when kids tell me to stop tickling them, because one time my brother was tickling our niece and she kept saying stop and he didn't stop and she peed all over him. And I was like a kid hearing this shit, or like a teenager. Yeah. And I was just like, why do you need to learn your lesson by assaulting a child? Like, that is actual assault. I would seriously, if someone did that to my kid and I found out about it, I would probably end up in prison. But I'm trying so fucking hard to not stifle my kids' like will. It's so hard I grew up in this like church culture kind of thing where like your children need to respect you, all this stuff. And now I'm like, where did that get me? I was a good kid. Everyone complimented my mom and they were like, your kids are amazing. You have such well-behaved children. And I ended up being abused by 2 different guys. So, like, maybe that's not what I want for my kids. I want them to have their will. I want them to fucking say stop. Don't touch me. To kick someone in the face who is tickling them after they said stop multiple times. Like, that's not okay. And it's equally as important for us to be teaching our son, who struggles with boundaries, that, he's only 3. But clearly my husband turned out well. And I do believe that with all of this talk and stuff, when he's finally at the age where he can actually listen and not just kind of like change the subject, he's like, mom. I'm like, bro, I'm literally trying to tell you something. What? I just want to raise good people who are strong, who will not hurt someone else, but also will stand up for themselves and for someone else who needs them to. Yeah.